Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Behind the Lens Through My Eyes. This is a bridal session with one of my amazing clients, Torea. We've been trying to figure out exactly how long she's been a client. I want to say over 10 because I know for a fact that I did her homecoming pictures for high school, and then we did graduation and family pictures and graduation again. And after Christmas before last, she got engaged. So over this last year, in 2024, we did birthday pictures, engagement pictures, save the date pictures. Those might have been the same. Bridal pictures. I feel like I'm missing something. Wedding pictures. Christmas pictures. Well, they were really like we married now pictures. And I'm getting ready to do birthday pictures Friday. So I feel like at this point, we're more than just client. We almost to their like friend level. I could say that. I don't know how she feels, but that's how I view her. So yeah, I did this one a little different because I went ahead and clipped it. Well, first of all, let me apologize. I don't know why I recorded her session in vertical, but that's what I did. So we're going to work with what we have. And because we were doing pictures at the Remington Hotel downtown Shreveport, I enjoy adding an extra light. But adding an extra light is some work for me, which I don't mind working. It's me trying to make sure the light is right while making sure the camera was going. And then you'll see the part where we went downstairs. I left the light because the elevator is so small. And I instantly regretted it when we got to the stairwell. It just needed it, which is why you will see a different lighting, a different editing style on those last pictures. But we'll get there when we get to it. And I did not start from the very beginning. And I think I do remember being like, Brittany, you need to record this. But we had already moved from the first spot into the second spot. So that's where we're picking this up on. And that's where we're going to move out. Picking up, one thing about bridal sessions are you want the details. It's the details of the gown. And the back of her dress was gorgeous. And so her auntie was like, I wanted to roll the fabric. And so that's what auntie did. And she did it right. It was gorgeous. It was flying. Absolutely love this shot. And so we go from that into this over the shoulder look that we were trying to get that perfect angle, because there are times when I don't turn you enough that it feels awkward. And so it's like, let's turn you so that we get that sweet spot, and bam, sweet spot. Doesn't look too pressured. And so I'm like, ta-da, got that. All right, so we go from there to moving on down. There is a beautiful bar inside of the Remington Hotel upstairs. And so auntie was getting her right so that I can capture her from every angle. Now, here's the thing. As I was walking around her, I was using the flash on one side, but then from the other side, I didn't need it because the windows were shining in. But that's one with the flash leaning up against the bar that I love. And then from there, I believe I switched. Yep, to that other side. And I didn't even need the flash on this one. And so, y'all, I'm falling back in love with my good black and white photos. You can't miss me with one. Then I love this one with adding in the bouquet. Caught some of the chandelier. I just love the detailing of her dress, and it fit her like a glove. Absolutely love. I brought the flash back in on this one because I can see it in the reflection of her arm. But I just like that side off guard shot. Love her looking at the light. Caught some of the chandeliers with the piping, which I don't necessarily mind. I have had a client want to slide, like crop that in, which I don't mind at all. We ended up moving locations to the window. Now, here's what messed me up, because the shot that I wanted was to look straight through the window, because behind it was more buildings of downtown. What I was fighting with was lighting at that time. And so it was not giving me what I wanted. So I ended up moving myself and the light to the corner. And that's when I got this shot. And I'm like, this is what I wanted. It was gorgeous. Only thing that I would have been happier with is to catch some of downtown buildings, but it is what it is. Then I was getting ready to, I was trying to get her to turn so I can catch some of the back, but I let it go. And I ended up getting that shot, which I love, catching some of the exposed brick of the building and just beautifully catching. Before we finished upstairs, they have an outside part with the Remington. And so we stepped outside. I was not a lover of these photos as much, but I mean, when you beautiful, you just beautiful. So that's her for me. So this is when we went downstairs. Now, y'all, it was just a struggle. It was the struggle. And I do know what I would definitely do differently is to take the time to break down the flash. Because this was the same thing that happened with our Christmas photos. But I ended up taking the Christmas photo. I ended up taking the flash with me as we went on this little bitty tight elevator. And yeah, it was necessary, which I was disappointed in the lighting, but I should have known. It was just like, you don't want to break this down. I still love the picture. Baby, shout out to Mama and Auntie because they were ready to get any little detail. And I'm like, thank you. Thank you. I love this black and white of her on the stairs, though. It was the step for me. And it just showed you the railing and all of the details around. So we moved into our last spot. She really wanted a picture by the piano. And so she was going to get what she wanted. That's what we were going to do. I didn't find that the little wooden chair was needed in this moment. So baby, I knocked that chair out the way. I ain't knocking out the way. I slid it out the way. And I'm glad that she chose this area. Now, this is where you will see a difference in the lighting because I just didn't love how my other lighting presets felt on this one. So I did switch it up. But that picture, absolutely loved it. There's a photo that I have of her that is just a little bit tighter, I believe. And there it is. Y'all, this picture I absolutely love. It was the detail, it was the piano, it was the couch behind, it was the lighting in the background, and then to black and white in that bad boy. Like, perfect way to end that session. And so that was Torea's bridal shower. This is not bridal shower. That was her bridal session. Why does that sound funny? That was her bridal pictures. Anyways, no, that was her bridal session. I feel like I want to add party in there, and it's not the party. It's just the bridal session. And so that was Torea's bridal photo shoot. I absolutely loved it. Her dress was gorgeous. And so I'm excited to capture her for her birthday coming up soon. And thank you for tuning in for another episode of Behind the Lens Through My Eyes. I will catch you on the next one. Bye.